The headlines. Janim's 18th Annual Foundation Day come Janim's Dental College 9th Foundation Day observed. And patient parties leave test samples unattended as night staff absent at Janim's Microbiology Department. And farm schemes going to non-farmers due to lack of field checks, alleges Secretary of Nongmaijing Area Farmer Association Thangja Yaima of Fonalmari. Hello and good afternoon. I'm Dalung Shankaling, now giving you the news in detail. Governor of Manipur Ajay Kumar Bhalla stated that Janim's hospital has made significant advancement in medical care and has also nurtured numerous outstanding students. He made a statement at the 18th Foundation Day of Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences Janims and the 9th Foundation Day of Janim's Dental College. The event was organized by Janim's family at the Institute's Auditorium Hall. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla, Commissioner cum Secretary of Health and Family Welfare Sumant Singh and Director of Janim's Professor L. Usharani were present as the main guest. During the celebration, the college unveiled its magazine titled Nongin. The event also honored the outstanding academic performance of MBBS and BDS students for the 2024-2025 examinations with gifts. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla praised the Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences for its significant contributions to medical education and healthcare. He highlighted that over the past year, the institute has produced numerous outstanding students while playing a major role in delivering quality healthcare services. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla lauded the dedication and commitment of the institute's doctors, nurses, paramedical staff, alumni, and students, emphasizing that their efforts uphold high standards of service and strengthen both the institute's reputation and its impact on the state's healthcare system. He further noted that Janim's active participation in national and state level health programs has greatly contributed to the well-being of the people. Wishing the institute continued success, Governor A.K. Bhalla expressed hope that it would keep nurturing excellent students and advancing healthcare services in the years to come.
Looking to the future, it's imperative that Janims to continue strengthening its academic standards, research capabilities, and specialized healthcare services while embracing digital health and technological advancements. Always an institute is known by the research papers it published. By AIMS Delhi had made such a big name. It was only AIMS to begin with, and it's been a very old institution, so doctors, the professors and all have been working and publishing lots of papers. So I would expect that Janims, being a state government institute, should endeavor to reach at par with institutions like those, and we may do better. With sustained support from government and collective dedication of all stakeholders, I am confident that the institution will achieve greater excellence and wider recognition.
Patient parties are being forced to place test samples on empty tables as night duty staff of the microbiology department at Janim's hospital remain absent. As per doctors' instructions, nurses collect blood and other samples and direct patient parties to submit them to the microbiology department for testing. However, upon reaching the department at night, patient parties, already anxious as the test results often determine the course of treatment, find no staff present. They are compelled to leave the samples unattended on tables and later collect the test reports on their own from the trays. The situation has raised serious public concern, with patient parties questioning whether the department has any responsible authority and whether it functions at all during the night hours. Some have also asked why samples are being sent at night if the department is not operational. Secretary of Nongmaiching Area Farmer Association, Thangja Yaima of Phonalmaring, while speaking to ISTV News, said that farm schemes are going to non-farmers due to lack of field checks by department concerned. Pineapple grower Thangja Yaima urged the concerned department to conduct field verification before distributing various government schemes meant for farmers. He said that the practice of extending benefits to non-farmers has caused dissatisfaction among genuine farmers who are being deprived of their rightful entitlements. Here's a report on that.
MoMA department na horticulture gi makhada itakiba char mayamni sida thari basi anamba aina thajari hainan yaure aduga tingkhang palma yaure Manipur da leiriba farmers singi amadi department singda request tawjabadi field da chapire hairaga farmers singa unari hairaga kari thaba kari watpa kari inconvenience leiba awaba farmer gi awaba singdu tanaraga akoida mating khajitang pangbiba amadi field chalaga karimsu tawramdaba potudadi aikogi financial assistance gumba pibidaba haiba potsi tawbiramagana magi pibam thokpa khara sarkar gi mateng pangbiba haibadu aina isana aigi own request ni aina pamjabani ai isa khak nataba atopa mi singsu adumaina haina thokradi aikogi kanglaipak haibdi Manipur gi leiriba potoksi nomo gi sum handarakadra haina sum khanje department gi khangna chanaba haiba mukti ai haiba ngamdre adubu isamakna akoi khunda sumangai sanga leiba mi haigadra kari haigadra adumaina tawba potu tungdadi tawhaningde tungda haugalliba angang singi sigumba willing leiba kangbu singidi adu ururaga hena akoida udongchadaba malakadra haina sum khanjabigini PMBC Saurangna 72,000 mukti sapling di chara di thare aina loina ma hawe adubu hoi marakta khara aikoina resira magi thariba eno da kakpada yam nauna kakhiba khara lai aduga aikogi uchi na khara sathat pakpa marakta khara di lai adu leitabadi natte kun thra de adum si lamdam sida leiriba aigi Now, Lairik Laisu Hairaba, Kangbu Sing, Tabuk Pangde Haina, Awabadi, Aigi Sagi, Wakan Londa, Lahaning de, Maram de, Farmer Ama, Oina, Amade, entrepreneur Ama, Ogi Haina Kala de, Sakagi Tabuk Ngai the Bida, Aina Taubangamba, Ibdi, Hojiki Matam de, modern technology Nina, Potok, Yamna Putoki Harasu, modern technology, Mayam Labanina, Nisa Pasada, Ngau Sarukta, Aina Ngamzaba. Habo ibdi farm tawbo oiro kari tawbo oiro adu da oina mayam si mai onsin haningba wafam si thamjaningi.
Well, with that exclusive report from ISTV reporter, let's move on with other updates now. One-day public discourse on the topic Manipur crisis and beyond the way forward was conducted by UCM at Imphal Hotel. The public discourse was held as part of the year-long Silver Jubilee of UCM. President of UCM, YK Dhiren and former Dean, School of Environmental Science, Manipur University, W. Nabukumar, graced the opening of the program as a presidium members. During the public discourse, Editor-in-Chief, Frontier Manipur, Dhiren A. Sadokpam, spoke on Manipur State Constitution Act 1947 as the constitutional legal foundation for a new secular democratic Republic of Manipur. Professor of Manipur University, Chingle Maisnam, socio-economic linkage between Manipur Meitei and other indigenous Manipuri communities and the need for a common destiny, a futuristic exercise, while Dr. Homen Ntangjam of IGNTC RCM delivered speech on socio-cultural linkages between Manipuri Meitei and other indigenous Manipuri communities and the need for a common destiny. And Assistant Professor of Department of History, Dhanamandiri University, Dr. Malem Ningthauja, covered the topic, the continuous historical linkage make it essential for the Manipuri Meitei and other indigenous Manipuri communities to unite for a better future. Speaking on the occasion, President of United Committee Manipur YK Dhiren reiterated UCM's stance on bringing the bond among the 34 to 35 ethnic communities residing in the state of Manipur. He also demanded the ministry to take appropriate action against the central forces who stood silent when armed cookies launched attack at Torbung and Phobok Chau while being on duty in the region.
Forcing Kaikumba, Makani action of Poglo, Putungam the Bible said, Masiam the life of Kibani, must strongly condemn the high river, jurisdiction sida, deployed to river, Adulaba, paramilitary force poiro, army poiro, to one the processing, but Makui over negligence or duty the Chechindaba, Adulaba, Adugi the Mutamukoida, Lopam Tupa, Adulaba, action singer, Makoi Logo the Mission Miam, how on a Tamibusing do, Maduku security, lapses or Lakanda, because no make capsule and have Namakai said. But the Mapam deployed to the security, processing Dugi, Adulaba, lapses, Chechinda Banini, Aduna Madugi Mokoshi, Dugimatata, Yagi Home Minister OBI, Defense Minister Makata Lambo, OBI, Laniba, Kudimuna Mukui Matata. Disciplinary action of the Lobo Pami have say United Committee Maricona, Mukana Tamjagea, Ego Shumba, Kanana Innovashina, Tunglam Chaki, Ego future Amokona, Ministry have opened the Kanda.
Minority Students Association Manipur MSA organized a program at Manipur Press Club to observe Minority Rights Day 2025. Economics and Head Department of Southeast Asian Studies, Manipur University, Professor Dr. Chinglin Maisnam, Associate Professor, DM College of Arts, Imphal, Dr. Syed Ahmed, Vice President Amuko, K. Helen, Convener Committee on Peaceful Coexistence Manipur, Advocate Sazat Bhuya, Core Committee Julia Singlai, and President Minorities Students Association Manipur, Ijus Ahmed, graced the program as a presidium members. During the event, President Ijus Ahmed highlighted that the Government of India has implemented various schemes for the welfare of minorities, which they are deprived. Minorities Rights Day 2025 was observed to raise awareness about the rights and schemes for the minority communities, he said. He also noted that despite the presence of the President's rule government, displaced persons who returned to their homes in Torbung after the May 3, 2023 incident were once again met with gunfire. He condemned the action, saying it appears as if the Indian government is attempting to foster mistrust among the people.
Minority welfare da adagi minority ki akoi scheme sing sida thananing momong da sanaraga masagi purimgau ki pocket da sanghal lakan da leiba poche hellaroi si akoi khuning minority ki hakphom kham thok right sing se akoi dalasi khangminarasi so thar leiriba minority community akoi sing se akoi develop tawminasi haiba ki wakal da minority right day se MSN sinjabani.
Women folk held night vigil on the national highway opposing the cycling campaign of transgender activist Malem Thongam from crossing Kangpokpi district. The agitation of the women folk was joined by men too, and the national highway remained crowded. In this regard, Kotu has also urged the attention of the authority concerned not to allow the journey, as with the festive season of Christmas in sight, it could create unwanted incidents. On the other hand, as per sources received by ISTV News, Malem Thongam reached Sekma in Imphal West District this morning. However, there is no official report from Malem Thongam. The 12th Liangmai Imphal Market organized a Liangmai Imphal Market Committee, which is being held at different locations across Imphal, was organized today at Khurai Popular High School ground, where women vendors from the Liangmai women vendors brought varieties of items for sale. People thronged to buy organic vegetables and other market from the Liangmai Imphal market. Speaking to In Connection, co-convener of Liangmai Imphal market, Dipui Prinmai, said the market is being organized at different locations with the aim of fostering interactions and strengthening bonds among indigenous communities. He expressed gratitude to various clubs and civil society organizations for their support despite the Liangmai community lacking a designated marketplace. Prinmai added that the market also seeks to uphold and promote peace, unity and integrity established by their forefathers.
ꯆꯤꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯑꯣꯛꯄꯤꯕ ꯇꯨꯝꯐꯝ ꯆꯥꯐꯝ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯤꯡꯃꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨꯁꯦ ꯂꯩꯅꯕ ꯆꯥꯅꯕ ꯊꯛꯅꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯄꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯆꯤꯡꯗ ꯍꯟꯕ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯦꯛꯆꯦꯟꯖ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦ ꯀꯩꯊꯦꯜ ꯀꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯛꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯊꯦꯜ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯇꯤꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯄꯤꯁ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯇꯤ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯠꯐꯣꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯔꯦꯡꯊꯟ ꯇꯧꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯀꯣꯅꯣꯃꯤꯛ ꯑꯦꯝꯄꯥꯋꯔꯃꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯅꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯀꯣꯅꯣꯃꯤꯛ ꯏꯟꯇꯤꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯍꯜꯂꯒ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯆꯠꯊꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟꯗ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯃꯣꯏꯅꯨꯁꯦ 31st ꯇꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯃꯥꯁꯀ ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨ ꯏꯌꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇꯨꯗ ꯏꯃꯣꯏꯅꯨꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯑꯔꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯗꯦꯠ 30ꯗ ꯁꯤꯟꯖꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩ
Women wing of Meitei Community Joint Co-Coordinating Committee, Waithau Kiyam Sipai, Haukha and Waithau came out on the National Highway 102 at Babu Bazar, Kaitel last night and raised several slogans condemning the incident at Torbung Bangla, where IDPs who had returned home after over 2 years were terrorized with firing and bombing. The protesters raised slogans against the president's rule, government condemning the recent bombing targeting IDPs. They demanded that the government prevent further suffering for the displaced, restore peace at the earliest, and question the very purpose of the PR government's existence.
Hek akoigi ningba thongdriba phawa akoibu tangdu laitaba ma iramdam ama woidriba phawa di akoigi kholaw ase kaidongmai da halloi haba wafam ase ngasigi lengak boi sing asida PR gi lengak sida akoi yamna pendabagi kholaw do akoi matang asida thamjabane.
The annual Sports Meet 2025 was successfully conducted at Manipur Central Prison Sajiwa, organized by the Prisons and Correctional Department, Manipur. The 10th-day event concluded with a closing ceremony attended by ADGP Prison Dr. I.K. Muiva, SP MCJ Imphal, SK Badrika and SP MCJ Sajiwa Syed Abdul Samad. Inmates participated enthusiastically across 8 disciplines, showcasing remarkable sportsmanship and energy. Prizes were distributed in various categories, with special awards for best conduct and discipline also presented to deserving inmates. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. I.K. Muiva emphasized the welfare of prisoners and highlighted that developmental initiatives already undertaken as well as future projects aim at improving facilities and programs within the prison. Let's move our focus to some national and international updates now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the Indian-Oman Business Summit in Muscat will give new momentum to bilateral ties, highlighting the historic maritime legacy linkage Mandvi and Muscat. Making 70 years of diplomatic relations, he emphasized that the partnership is built on trust and friendship with a focus on a prosperous future and rooted in shared heritage. Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal called the summit a watershed moment, announcing that India and Oman will sign the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement to deepen trade and economic cooperation. Oman Commerce Minister Qais bin Muhammad Al Yusuf welcomed the Indian delegation, underlining the nation's long-standing ties and shared vision for growth. The Lok Sabha has passed the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin Viksit Bharat G-Gram G-Bill 2025. The legislation will replace the 20-year-old Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2025. The bill seeks to establish a rural development framework aligned with the national vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047. Under the legislation, a statutory guarantee of 125 days of wage employment will be provided in every financial year to every rural household whose adult members volunteer to undertake unskilled manual works. The fund sharing pattern between the central government and state governments will be 60-40 for all states other than the northeastern and the Himalayan states, wherein the sharing arrangement will be 90:10. The bill provides for using biometric authentication for transactions geospatial technology for planning and monitoring, mobile application-based dashboards for real-time tracking, and weekly public disclosure system. All works undertaken under this bill will be aggregated into the Viksit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure Stack, creating a unified national framework for rural public works. Replying to the discussion on the bill, Union Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said rural development is the core of its policy. He said under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the MG-NREGA scheme has been implemented properly and effectively. He said under MG-NREGA, the UPA government had spent only 2,30,000 crore rupees, while the Narendra Modi government spent over 8,53,000 crore rupees. Mr. Chauhan highlighted that under the UPA regime, 1,660 crore men days of employment were generated from 2006 to 2007 to 2013 to 2014, while during the NDA government, 3,210 crore men days of employment were created. Russian President Vladimir Putin has asserted that he will not compromise on his demands for Ukraine to quote territory. Speaking at the annual Russian Defense Ministry meeting, Putin criticized Ukraine's European allies and warned that Russia would seize territory by force if necessary. He emphasized that while Russia does not deny anyone the right to security, it expects commitments made to it, particularly regarding NATO's non-expansion eastward, to be honored. Putin's remarks comes ahead of the crucial summit in Brussels this week, where European leaders are set to discuss the potential use of frozen Russian assets to support Ukraine. Meanwhile, US and Russian negotiators are scheduled to meet in Miami this weekend to explore a peace deal aimed at resolving the ongoing Ukraine crisis. Those are the updates. Before we wind up the news, let's look at the headlines once again. Jennings' 18th Annual Foundation Day come Jennings Dental College, 9th Foundation Day observed. And patient parties leave test samples unattended as night staffs absent at Jennings Microbiology Department. And farm schemes going to non-farmers due to lack of field checks, alleges Secretary of Nongmaiching Area Farmer Association, Thangja Yaima of Funalmaring. Thank you for watching ISTV English News. Stay tuned at 8 p.m. for additional updates. Goodbye for now.